Hi, Denise. How are you doing? I know it's been a little overwhelming since the last time that we spoke, especially with the new baby. I just want you to know this is a safe space and that we're going to work together to find out the right solutions for you. So, how have you been since the last time we spoke?
I don't know. I'm just exhausted. I can barely get out of bed. I keep having these horrible thoughts about dropping my baby. Would never do that. Why do I keep seeing it happen in my head?
That sounds very distressing, Denise. These thoughts, even when they don't match how you actually feel, can be difficult to sort of process. So I want to reassure you that these kinds of thoughts doesn't mean that you will actually act on them. So let's break this down together. What do you feel you are managing well right
Breastfeeding, I don't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do it because I struggle with my other two, but it's going okay this time. It's the only thing I'm doing right. So
That's a big accomplishment, Denise, especially considering how challenging breastfeeding can be and how it was with your other two children. So you are showing resilience, something that wasn't easy for you before. Can you describe how it feels to breastfeed your baby successfully?
the only time I feel connected to her. Yes, I just keep feeling like I'm failing. She never sleeps. Just so tired. I miss my life before her. These are never going to be the same again.
It sounds like you're experiencing a deep sense of loss here for that life that you had before the baby came. And that's a valid point. Let's take a moment to reflect on what normal means for you. What did your life look like when you felt things were more manageable?
I used to have time for myself. The other girls were easier. Didn't feel so lost. Now I'm always worrying about the baby, about dropping her. And my husband, he wants things to go back to the way they were. But I can't seem to get there.
You've taken on so much with this transition, Denise, and it makes sense that the pressure is really weighing you down. But it's also important to acknowledge some expectations that people may have around motherhood that can sort of magnify what you're feeling right now. You're expected to manage everything perfectly, but we know that's not accurate and it's unfair expectation of anyone. So let's explore how can you find small moments of balance in your everyday life, right? What would feeling just a little more like yourself look like?
It's just being able to get out of bed in the morning, stop dreading the day, having the energy to shower, maybe even go for a walk.
Those are great concrete steps, Denise. Let's focus on how we can help you reclaim those moments. We can work together to break these down into small, manageable steps, like starting a morning routine that includes just a few moments to yourself. What's one thing you can do tomorrow to make getting out of bed a bit easier?
I'm just putting on something besides these leggings. Small thing, but it might help me feel more human.
That's an amazing first step. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about giving yourself permission to take these moments as they come. It's okay for your path to look different from what others may expect. You can't do everything, especially since you're navigating these postpartum challenges. Now, let's also think about those intrusive thoughts. You mentioned worrying about dropping your baby. What helps you calm yourself when those images come up?
I usually just hold her tighter and remind myself that I won't drop her. Thoughts coming, and I don't know how to stop them.
You're already doing something productive by reminding yourself that you're in control. We can work on building strategies to help interrupt those thoughts when they come up. And one thing we might try is reframing, right? Shifting the narrative you're telling yourself. Instead of, I keep seeing myself dropping her, how about I'm holding my baby safe? How does that feel?
Sounds better, but it's hard to believe sometimes.
That's understandable. It will take time and practice, but every time you catch yourself reframing, you're reinforcing the strength that you have in yourself. You've mentioned fear about messing up the relationship with your husband, especially since you've transitioned to becoming a mother of three. What would support from him look like? What would support from him look like for you right now?
I don't know. I guess I need him to understand that I'm trying. I need him to stop pushing me to be normal again.
It sounds like you're feeling seen and understood by it. It sounds like being seen and understood by him would make a big difference in how you feel every day. And maybe we can talk about ways to communicate that to him in a way that he can hear and motivates him to support you fully. Would you be open to discussing that?
Yeah, I think I need help figuring out how to talk to him about
Mhm. We could work through that as well, step by step. Remember, Denise, you don't have to have all the answers. What matters is that you're showing up, seeking support, and taking small, meaningful steps to creating the world that you want.